What up guys, new year, new me, a new training block. I'm going to explain exactly how I'm going to be training this year, including squatting every day. But first, we are at York. We're going to smash a training session with George, so let's get into it. High vis in York Barbell's warehouse facility. George has kindly offered all this to me to make my garage gym a bit fuller for free. So thanks for that, George. Yeah, no, I'm joking. But I think I'm going to pick up some. This is like an adult toy store, so these 17.5s, you might see these soon in Uncle Muscle's gym. But we'll have to buy those. I won't be giving them. I'm not that big time yet. So cheers, George. So in the York building, hitting the session. It's a little bit of a superset. George is hitting the lat pull down there, going into upper body pull to a lower body push. Let's get it. Did you like the last session, George?
Yeah, it's great, mate. You put the weight up.
It was more of a strength builder, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
5x5. So what have we got here then, George? What's this?
We've got our SDS power cage. Got our 3-2, 100 rather barbell, and our flat bench.
There you go. So you've got a bit of support here that you wouldn't get in the garage gym, because benching can be problematic when you almost kill yourself because you can't load it. Today we can get some naughty bench pressing going on. So let's get into it. You like that set, George?
If you put it up again, I'm trying not to swear.
I'm just building some strength in you, lad.
Yeah. So the pump is real right now. Thank you to George for supplying the training facility for today. Hello.
Conor McGregor.
Did you enjoy the session, George? That's the question.
Apart from you keep putting it heavier.
Wrecking those shoulders. Training session's done. Going to break the fast in about 45 minutes and then on to the rest of the content for the video. I'll explain exactly what my training looks like at the start of 2020. Let's get into it. Back home, back in the gym. T-game, super strong right now. Green-black combination, as per usual. And look what made it home. 17.5s, absolute beauties. Look, tag still on them. Look at that. Go to York, come back bearing gifts for the gym. Not bad, not bad. So during this video, I'd like to deconstruct my own training program to give you an idea of the philosophy behind it, and also get you asking the question why when it comes to constructing your own training programs. So typically, when you construct a training program, you will adopt a push-pull leg split, you'll hit a muscle group at a time. In those training sessions, you will look to annihilate the muscle group, hit maybe 6 or 7 exercises for that said muscle group, or those 2 muscle groups. You might notice in the title of this video, it said squats every day, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Not only am I going to do squats every day, I'm going to hit the following categories in every single one of my workouts. So my workouts are going to include a squat, a hinge, a push, a pull. That is how I'm going to structure my workouts. That is the foundation of every single one of my workouts, every single day during the week, with 2 days off at the weekend. You might think this is slightly contradictory of the way the body works. Hopefully I can justify it through the following information. So using Jim Stoppani's methodology and the research done in this article, I hope to instigate gene activity in my body every single day. The way I'm going to do that is with my squat, hinge, push and pull. I'm only going to hit one exercise of each of those. So I'm looking at initiating and activating a response in those muscle groups, not going to failure, allowing for gene activity that will keep the metabolic genes firing every day, allowing not only for strength gain, muscle size, reduce fatigue, but also a general prepared readiness, so that every time I go to hit a muscle, I'm less likely to get injured. The way the structure of the workout will be a squat, a hinge, a push and a pull. So it's 4 exercises that I'll include each day, as well as a corrective and a prehab. The reason behind me changing up my program is I often will change it as the months go on. So I'll do 12-week blocks, and then I'll take deloads, and I'll change the training, make it more metabolic demanding, more strength orientated, based on my training goals for that period of time. I feel that whilst I'm on my sabbatical, I have more opportunities to train. So if I train full body every day, it doesn't pigeonhole me into having to train legs on that day. Oh, don't train legs the next day because you want to be fresh for the next day. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to accumulate volume. If you think about a beginner who's first going into the gym, the more times you squat, the better you're going to get at squatting. The more times you deadlift, the better you're going to get, and so on. You're creating those neurological adaptations, allowing you to lift the weight adequately, recruiting the right muscle fibers, recruiting the right signaling pathways and things like that. As you become an advanced lifter, you need to overload the muscles, you need to show progression, and it can't just be linear in the sense of I'm going to add sets, I'm going to add reps, because you're going to get to a point where you're not going to be able to add any more weight, you're not going to be able to add any more sets or any more reps. So the way I'm doing it as an advanced lifter, because I've been lifting for a long time, I'm training full body every single day. That will cause a physiological response that will create a greater adaptation to training, and not only in regards to the way I push weight, my physical abilities, my capabilities, my components of fitness, but also my ability to recover, so therefore I can train more. As gym goers, we're addicted, so we want to spend as much time in the gym as we possibly can. So using this training methodology, I can effectively train twice a day, every day, and with 2 days off a week, and it works perfect for me. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to start with 5 weeks and see how I get on. I'm going to do a deload after that, and kind of, it's a choose, do, review process. I'm not saying that this is the perfect methodology or the perfect method. It's using yourself as a guinea pig, seeing what the results are, and then seeing what needs to be changed. What I have included in this is I've included a lot of recommended prehab exercises using bands, using body weight, changing the planes of movement to ensure that although I'm training the full body every single day, I'm not going to cause overuse injuries. Okay, summing it all up and thinking about how you're going to apply this to from beginner through to advanced, there's 3 things that I would suggest. One is the tempo of your movements. I will often work with a 3-0-X1, which is a 3-second eccentric, a 0-second pause, an explosive concentric, and a 1-second rest at the end of each rep. Rep wise, for my compound lifts, I'm looking at about 5 to 8 reps. For my single leg movements, I'm looking between 10 and 15 reps. And for my accessory movements, so if, for example, on a day where I've hit my squat, hinge, push, pull, I might do some bicep curls, I might do some triceps, I might include an exercise that I'm quite fond of, and with that exercise I'll hit between 12 and 15 reps. The third thing is to consider how am I going to make it metabolic demanding, so I can look to
burn calories, create a metabolic response, and lose unwanted fat. And the way I do that is cut your rest. If you're someone who's just done a set, you can either superset, so have no rest. You can either have 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, all the way up to a minute, and don't really go beyond that. I'm looking to fit my workout into a 45-minute to an hour window, including warm-up. So it's important that you cut your rest down to create more of a metabolic response. Most important thing about training is making a positive use of your time. You're looking to stimulate your muscles, not annihilate them. You're looking to use the exercises that will give you the most bang for your buck, create the greatest response so that you can get the most out of your training. So look to do that. Like I said, I've used categories before, so I've used squat, hinge, push, pull. You can write a list of squat, you can write a list of hinge, a list of push, list of pull, and you could just pick one from there. You could do an incline bench, you could do a flat bench for push, you could do a chin up, you could do a row for pull, you could do a goblet squat, you could do a front squat, you could do a single leg squat for squat. For hinge, you could do deadlift, you could do trap bar deadlift, you could do single leg deadlift, you could do barbell hip thrust, you could do single leg hip thrust, you could do all of those things. It's the modality. So remember, modality is the vehicle for the response. So it doesn't matter what vehicle you get in, you're still going to see a response. As long as you're working purposely, you'll create a stimulus. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, George, for the training space. Not so much for the coffee. And York Barbell, thank you so much for my new weights. They're going to sit nicely in this gym. I'll leave you with a book recommendation, as I love to read, and there's so many books out there, and it's good to get advice on the ones that you should choose. So this is Squat Bible. If you're someone whose squat is lacking, you get pain in your knees, pain in your hips, pain in your ankles, you can't go deep, things like that, this is the ultimate correctional booklet or resource that you can use to improve your squat. It doesn't only just talk about squatting, it also talks about rehab, prehab, anything that you may think you're broken, it will be able to fix you. So that is a fantastic resource for anyone out there who wants to squat or wants to improve their squat or improve their squat numbers. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, please share, please comment. Until next time, guys, enjoy.